I will say most of the wrestling stuff is just the general weirdness about this WrestleMania's build.
It's very weird.
Like, really weird.
It's so weird that like the 2 Royal Rumble winner matches like are really, they mean nothing at this point. No one's excited for them.
Well, no. I mean, Jay is still getting fucking, like, he's still getting pops.
I know, but
he's still getting
he
over.
won the Rumble.
Oh,
and right now the anticipation for his match compared to others on the card.
Might as well just.
Well, there, yeah, we could just start off with that. So we'll talk about Jey Uso. But first, I'm Ken. That's Chris.
Didn't realize we were recording. That's where.
I'm always recording.
I should know by now, right?
Always. That's where the good shit comes from.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
But okay, so we'll start with wrestling. Okay?
Wrestling.
We'll try not to ramble too long, but there will be rambles. That's
naturally.
That's just how it works.
It's called the Ramblecast.
But so as I was saying, this is a weird build to WrestleMania.
Yes.
Right? Now, granted, they were coming off one of the hottest WrestleManias
ever.
Like, period.
I'd probably say the hottest ever.
I would say pretty fucking close.
Anticipation-wise and just
I'd say pretty
star
fucking
power
close because, like...
Pretty fucking close.
Oh, WrestleMania 15 was pretty fucking... Like, you had Tyson, you had Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Stone Cold, you had Undertaker. You know what I mean? Like...
Okay. We could say the biggest of this generation.
100%. 100%. Like,
and it will always be the biggest of this generation. They're never gonna hit that again.
Right? So, like, this one was going to be a tough one anyway.
Like I said,
because it's a tough act.
It was the Avengers Endgame of wrestling. Like
exactly.
How are you going to top that? Well, you're not really going to top it.
No, you're going to try.
So you're going to try your best.
But then, so Jay wins, and okay, you know what? I felt now how like older people thought about John Cena when John Cena would win and go to WrestleMania, and it was like, fuck, it's not the guy I wanted. Fuck.
Fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
Where and I mean, like, I don't hate Jay. Like, actually, I am a pretty big fan of Jay, but I feel like I'm more of a fan of him as a person and as a character, and less as a wrestler. Like, it's ironic that they're calling him main event Jey Uso, but his wrestling is not main event. Now, again, not necessarily that big a deal because, like, you could argue like Stone Cold wasn't a great wrestler when he was Stone Cold. And everyone will tell you his Stunning Steve stuff
he was just a brawler.
But he was also banged up.
Yeah.
You know, he had like 2 neck injuries at that point, right?
Both his knees were glued together.
But yet he's still one of the like most over guys of all time. The Rock too. The Rock was never considered to be one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Nope.
Really good at what he could do and was good enough to work with a ton of different people, just like Austin, right?
Oh yeah.
But then you get like so it's not like a necessary requirement, but the psychology aspect, I feel, is where Jay is losing out on.
Yeah.
So now, and also the other part too, and no one's talking about this part, is I've been snoozing on Gunther for the last like 6 months or so.
This is a horrible title reign.
Because as much as
when you compare this to his IC,
and even then,
and the challengers he had during his IC.
Oh my god.
Like, he's just... And then you look at the dark matches they're having in Europe right now. It's like, why the fuck is that shit televised?
Right?
Like, why am I watching 3 weeks in a row of Jay fighting A-Town Down?
Oh.
When we can have, like, shit like this going down.
Exactly. So it's like so you've cooled off Gunther.
Yeah.
Because you had to.
Completely.
You locked him into WrestleMania as a champion. Okay, fine. You couldn't do anything? Like, you couldn't have anybody fucking of... Like... I shouldn't be watching a Gunther match. Like, okay, it's Gunther, so you know the odds are good.
Yeah,
he's gonna win, right? Yeah. But like, Hiratazawa, Otis.
Yep.
Right? Like Axiom, right? So it's like they're all good matches. All really good matches. I don't give a shit.
And those guys should be, higher on the card than they are because they're good.
Tozawa's where he should be.
Tozawa
might as well be our
It's times where
right?
I miss a cruiserweight championship. Like those kind of guys could have went for that stuff.
I agree. But so it's unfortunate where now I'm like, it's going to be a good match, but I don't even care. I don't even watch the match because I know who's going to win. And it could either be a 30-second squash match or a 5-minute competitive match.
Yep.
Right? So that's doing nobody any favors.
No, not at all.
Right? And also, especially because I feel like they have to put it on Jay, but they might, to swerve everybody, have Gunther retain. And then what?
Oh, then what?
Then have Jay re-challenge for Backlash and then beat him?
So then Jay loses at main event, Saturday night's main event, wins the Rumble, goes 3 months bullshitting with fucking Gunther, and then loses again?
Well, I mean,
what would be the point of that?
Has he gotten any better?
He has not gotten any better.
Right.
And he's getting his ass handed to him by A-Town down.
So
3 weeks in a row.
Here's my suggestion was what they should have been doing to try and fix this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So look, the kids are like with Jay, he's over. The kids, the girls,
I'm not going to disagree.
And a good chunk of the guys, he's over.
Merch sales way the fuck up
right.
there. Yeah.
So come on. You're gonna strike while the iron's hot, right?
Yep.
I mean, especially if they learn their lesson when they didn't strike with LA Knight when they should have.
Ugh.
Right? And then when they finally did, people were like, yeah, that's great, but like 4 months ago, man, would have been.
Yeah.
It's like Joe Henry not winning the world title months ago when he was
right,
hot.
Right.
Yes, it's great he
should
won
have
it
got
now.
it right away.
But he should have got it at the peak of his hotness and then rode that out to slide right into WWE.
Not everyone has the luck of Cody Rhodes where they can hang on for a year and then win the championship.
Exactly.
Like,
like
very little have that kind of luck.
Like they got really lucky.
You were hot,
yeah,
and you strike, or
right,
you're back down again.
So okay, so there's an element of that, right? But here's what I would have done. Okay, so Jay wins.
Yep.
Crowd reacts however they react, like same reaction. Everyone, they're split because it is split, right? There's people that are like, "Fuck that shit," but
but at the same time,
the people that matter,
the people that say
the ones,
"Fuck this shit" with Jay winning aren't gonna like really be excited if Gunther wins either. So it's kind of like
but also they already have their money.
That little group right there is gonna be
that's that group
regardless.
that's always gonna buy tickets.
Yeah,
gonna.
100%.
So you already got their money,
yeah.
so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy regardless, right? So what? Instead of doing this now, should have been doing this right from the beginning. You're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. You're going to get fucking eaten alive. Okay, all right. You know what? I need to get ready. You're right. I'm not ready. I need to get ready. And then just have them fucking wrestle former world champions and beat former world champions.
The same thing they did with Sammy before he fought Gunther.
Boom. Exactly.
Sammy wasn't ready, so Chad trained him, and they had all those training vignettes. He got ready, and he won. Right now, Jay tripping trying to do a spear, I don't believe that guy can win.
Also,
when Gunther kills Jimmy next week,
and
it's going to give Jay the...
Yeah. I said this too, though. I said they shouldn't have made a story out of it.
No.
They should have let it happen the one time, not fucking say a word, because the thing is that, like, fuck-ups happen. Okay? Like, I mean, I mentioned Austin.
Yep.
He fucking concussed himself in the SummerSlam match with Undertaker. Okay?
Of course that happens. We're all humans and you're fucking throwing people around.
And, like, that's why, one of the reasons why I thought early, 90s Japanese women's wrestling was so crazy to watch was because they weren't polished. They weren't perfect. Right? There were some spills where you're just like, oh, God. Or even just regular, normal, power slams. You're just like, ugh, they're getting dumped. And it looks brutal. But then you talk to them later, some of them, Minami Toyota, one of my favorites of all time. She had a fucking 30-year career. And she did what everyone else did. Slowly tweak your style as you get older.
Yep.
But she wrestled for so fucking long. So anyway, why couldn't Jay run the gauntlet? And then and to keep things interesting, maybe he doesn't beat them at the maybe it's Drew. Maybe Drew fucks him up and he doesn't beat Drew right away.
I mean, maybe.
So then he's got to re-challenge Drew, and then he beats Drew, and now we go on to the road to Gunther. He's beating guys that Gunther's beaten. That would be another one. Beat the guys that Gunther's already beat. Well, if I can beat them, then I got to be close enough to beat you.
You could have had Roman send Paul over, and Paul help get Jay get ready. I mean, Roman tweeted yeet after Jay won the Rumble.
Yeah.
And that would have made sense. Be like, Tribal Chief sent me. Let's get ready for Gunther.
Yeah. And, I've even heard that there's, a there's a theory now that Jay is turning heel because originally on Netflix first day he came out with Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And then Travis
Well,
Scott.
I sent you that
that's
guy
right.
piecing the stuff together like the Rock going like this.
Yeah, and you're like,
and I'm looking at him like, holy shit.
But like,
I mean, Rock saying I'm 20 steps ahead of all you, and then Jay comes out with number 20.
Yeah, but
I was just like, ah.
And that's my thing, right? So it's not just Jay. It's also cooling off Gunther, keeping the title on him, and throwing like. And I mean, I don't want to shit on these guys too badly, but like, no one thought Akira was even going to come close.
No.
No one thought Otis was going to even come close.
No.
Like, really? I mean, fuck, they could have even dusted off Sami Zayn. AJ Styles could have had a run at Gunther. Those matches there, you're like, maybe they could win. Like I could see AJ beating Gunther because he's AJ fucking Styles.
Right, exactly.
I could see Sammy beating him because he already beat him.
Like Gunther beating up all these little guys doesn't make him look tough.
No.
If he would have been like, Jay, how you going to beat me? And then he beats Rollins.
Yeah. Like pummels Rollins too.
Pummels fucking Punk even. Like,
right? Like
anyone.
Something.
Anyone.
Right? But and I have to say, like, honestly, no more A-Town and Down and Jay. Like, come on.
Oh.
Get them the fuck away from each other. Because it's not doing A-Town and Down any favors either.
Break the two of them up.
Ugh.
It's like, it's time.
You've missed the time to do the split angle where fucking Theory turns babyface.
They've really been fucking up a lot. Like,
dragging shit out is what it is.
I read online, they're like, New Day going heel had the biggest heat since Dawn.
Yeah.
And they did nothing with it.
Oh,
they're like, oh, amazing. You're going to fight LWO for 2 months straight.
Yeah.
They should have had the tag titles on them ASAP.
Like, immediately.
Like, War Raiders get destroyed.
Just destroyed.
Yeah.
And if not, like, let's say it's just one of those where, like, the War Raiders beat them. New Day beats the fuck out of them after the match. Yeah. Just destroys them and then takes the belts and goes, they're mine. They're ours anyway.
Right.
We were letting you hold them. They were ours always. They're always been ours. Or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Naomi has had a great heel run. Already.
She looked awesome.
But I'm waiting for them to fuck this up. Although partly because I no longer have any faith in Jade.
I'm waiting for her to come out with Def Rebel music.
Oh, God.
Oh, dude.
I still think they should keep it the same. That should still be the Feel the Glow, but maybe slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, kind of like what they did with Balor.
Kind of like that. Yeah. But
still... And Shinsuke, they did the same with that.
But intro exactly the same. Like, have it so that like it comes out and everyone's like, oh! And then it just kind of drops down to a slower beat because she's a heel.
Yeah.
But I still think she should be like, no, I want to make you feel the glow.
Yeah. Cena coming out like nothing changed and going, this is me.
Yeah, no,
you dress like me.
That's my music. Digging his
and I was just like, holy fuck, I'm not changing anything for you. You don't deserve it. Like,
I've been loving the heel.
Oh, like, this is perfect.
It's so good. It's so good. So, yeah, so I would have Jay on like a tear. It's like every fucking kung fu movie. I can't beat the big bad guy. So what do? You get better. You train.
You get better.
You fucking train. It's Matrix and Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
Right?
So
or Agent Smith, sorry. What does he do? He got better. He figured out the Matrix.
It's the fucking Kumite.
Like, exactly. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's this too, eh?
Yeah.
That's the quality acting. I'm blind. But I guess... To be fair, he is permanently flexing while he's doing it, right? So his whole upper body is just rippling. So yeah, I guess it's hard to motor skills a little bit. If you know, you know, guys. If you know, you know.
It's hard.
But so that's one where I'm like, okay.
I completely agree with you. And the funny thing is, he's main event Jey Uso. That match is opening.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be night 1 or night 2 opener.
And it's probably going to be a long match.
There's no fucking way in hell that's going to end one of the 2 nights. You're going to have the triple threat on one night. Yep. You're going to have Cody and John on the other.
Oh, yeah.
And that's your main events.
Yep.
So, main event Jey Uso is opening match Jey Uso.
Yep. What else? Oh, just because it's right on the top of my to-do list, the fucking Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky. The road to this WrestleMania match is needlessly convoluted.
Weird. Yes.
God.
That's a good word to put it.
Ugh.
Like I told you right from the start, Bianca put hands on Rhea in that title match. Ref should have called it and made it a triple threat from there.
Yeah.
It would be like, I didn't lose.
Or okay, here's another one. Okay, so they don't do that, right?
Yeah.
And then they do the pie feast thing,
Yeah.
right? So Io should have just been like, no, fuck this. You don't do this to me. I'll fucking kick the shit out of both of you.
Mm-hmm.
No contract signing, no dragging this out for 3 or 4, maybe 5 weeks. And especially now when they've done another match where Io and Rhea wrestle, and whoever wins wrestles Bianca. Well, we know that this match is going to go no disqualify or
exactly.
There's going to be no finish here, so it's going to be a triple threat anyway. So why not stop trying to push Io off to the side, literally, and have her just, like, sure, they've had her get in there and be like, fuck this, I'm not a bitch, I'm the fucking champion. That's all well and good. Yeah. She should have been cracking skulls and just be like, boom, stack them up, fucking
100%.
moonsault both of them, and then go, I'll beat the shit out of both of you at WrestleMania. Yeah. And I'd like to hear her say that. I'll beat the shit out of both of you. Yeah. Simple as that. Especially because, like, Rhea's at a point where even though her character
is a face,
is over.
She's doing like whiny heel stuff.
She's doing whiny entitled heel bullshit, and she's lucky that she's at the level of over that she is. Yeah. Because, like, they're starting to boo Bianca, and Bianca's just kind of like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. I signed a contract. Oh, you signed a contract? Now I don't get a fucking match. I showed up out there because we all do that. We all have to see who's the winner. You did the same shit before this, but okay, you're right. Sure, I put my hands on you, but you fucking asked for it. Yeah. Also, in the match, Rhea goes, I'll see you at Mania, Bianca, and then eats shit. You should have eat shit. You took your eyes off the prize to be cocky? Fuck, like...
Yeah, that was all very out of character.
So, Rhea's character is lucky that she's so over.
Very lucky.
It's so weird right now.
Very lucky.
Because if this was Charlotte...
Yeah.
She'd be a heel. They'd be booing the fuck out of her, right? Ugh. So, needlessly convoluted.
So convoluted. Also, why is there a contract signing? I didn't see Jay and Gunther sign a contract. Well, none of this fucking shit makes sense. Why are only certain matches having contract signings?
How come? Like, I know it's wrestling. I know.
Okay?
But they called attention to it. The fact that they called attention to it is there's contracts with people's names on them.
Yes.
Right? Like I couldn't be in line for a raise, and then all of a sudden have my coworker sign on the line that shows my name.
Oh yeah, raise is mine.
And then my legal recourse is essentially HR going like, I don't know what to tell you.
He signed it before you.
He signed the contract, but it's in my name. Yes, I know it's in your name, but he signed the contract. Like, fuck off.
Really makes no sense.
So
that's a weird one.
And not only that, so this is now 2 matches that I want to see, or wanted to, but because there was reports of a 3-way for them for months now. Yeah. So I was like, okay.
For months.
Okay. Like, I'm in.
Everyone knew it was coming.
This is all fine with me, but then, so now we're at the same point with Jay and Gunther where I'm like, I mean, the match will be good because all 3 of them are amazing.
It'll be good. It's going to be great probably, but...
It's good, yeah, exactly. Good to great.
It's not going to have a good finish.
No, the finish is going to be fucked.
Because I want Io to hold it.
So do I. And then
but I kind of feel like Bianca's going to win it somehow.
I think you're right. I think if it's either Io retains or Bianca wins it, but she wins it by pinning Rhea. Or vice versa. I don't think Rhea's
Or she leans into the heel side and does something dirty.
I don't think Rhea wins it, but if she does, it's the same thing. She's going to be
Rhea's not winning.
No.
Rhea's not winning.
I don't think so either.
I think either someone is going to fuck it over or fuck Io over. Yeah. I kind of feel like it'd be awesome to see Asuka return and fuck Io
over. Continue. Go on. I'll let you finish your thoughts.
But it would be awesome. I doubt it's going to happen, but it'd be awesome.
Continue.
Okay. So.
Okay, I'll say this for the record. I agree that it would be awesome, but I have an alternate take.
Okay, cool. It's going to be Rhea and Bianca at Backlash, so that's the rematch from that match at Backlash. 100%. Yeah. Io is out of the picture, so she's either out of the picture a champion or not a champion. Yeah. What's your ultimate take?
I like the idea of Asuka showing up.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of Asuka and Kairi showing up together, reestablishing damage control with Io at the helm as a babyface group. So I feel like if, let's say nobody really turns heel.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
I feel like it's going to be one of those deals where, like, I still think it's going to be finished where Bianca and Rhea are going to be so attuned to themselves that they're just going to be, like, Io's kind of going to be like, okay,
it looks that way right now.
Okay, fine. I'll let you guys
yeah.
just kick the fuck out of each other, and then once one of you is free, I'm going to lay into the other one and then just pummel you guys.
I would love to see you just, like, jump on the turnbuckle and sit down and watch.
Just like Eddie, just recline, just like, okay, no.
Just watch them.
By all means.
Do your thing.
By all means.
Beat shit out of each other. And then
any one of them comes near, she nails him with a move, and he goes, okay.
Yep.
You know. But, so the Asuka thing, I think the only time Asuka comes back, whether or not with Kairi Sane, is if they actually do turn Bianca heel and Jade comes out to fuck over Bianca. Because then...
so does Jade fuck over Bianca?
Or Naomi. Naomi comes out to help Bianca.
Yeah.
Right? And then... So now she's, like, laying out whoever, right?
Right.
Bianca, and then Jade will come out. Naomi's gone, right? Bianca is whatever. Now she's tuning up Io.
Yeah.
Right? And then Rhea starts coming up, and next thing you know, it's like Asuka, Kairi Sane to help even the odds.
Yeah, you know what? You could do that for sure.
Right? It's just... Because the one thing I will say, though, is as over as Rhea is, Io is still super over.
Oh.
Like, she's not getting booed.
No,
she's
people love Io. Well,
I
mean, she kicks ass in the ring and she's cute as fuck. Like, when she talks, like, I was watching this thing, the Sheamus video or whatever.
Celtic Warrior workout.
Yeah, he was asking them what kind of music they listen to, her and
like, what
Dakota.
kind of guilty pleasures? And she's like, no, all my music is awesome.
Yeah, I listen to cool music.
Yeah, that's right.
I was just like,
and everyone's like, yeah, you're right. Okay, cool, you know. And then, of course, like, Dakota's just like, yeah, she's just the coolest.
Yeah.
It's like, awesome. But, like, she's just great. Like, it's like, but it's kind of the same as Rhea and Bianca, where they just got over organically.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yep.
The grills, though, ever since you pointed out the grills, I'm like, yeah, Bianca could turn heel any second now, though.
Right?
She could turn heel any second.
I mean, you can't deny that it's getting more and more heelish looking.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's another match where I'm like, ugh.
That could be night one, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Jade and Naomi fuck it up for them night one. And then night two is Jade and Naomi, and Bianca gets involved in that match.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
But then who knows? So then what?
Right?
And then where's Rhea? Like, why?
But also,
I don't
also
know.
the Jade Naomi match, like I said, I'm no longer as all in on Jade Cargill as I was. Partly because she had been in the tags for so long.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a catch-22 with Jade because you weren't going to take her and put her through NXT. You weren't going to do that because she was too much of a bigger name outside of WWE to not go that route.
Yeah, Jordan Grace is over there. I don't get it.
Well, hold on, but like in terms of mainstream, more people know Jade Cargill because of her husband and of her accomplishments outside of
her husband.
I think he's a baseball player or a basketball player or something like that. I don't know. You know, but she had her own because she WWE tried before she went to AEW. They tried, but they were like, here's a standard bullshit entry level contract. Also, all your sponsors, you can't have them. And she was just like, oh, okay, well. I had these sponsors before WWE, and they were just like, yeah, we know. We just, you can't have them. She's like, okay, well, then I'm not going to, I'm good. Went to AEW, because, of course, TK was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You have sponsors. Great. Awesome. That's good that you have another income outside of, you don't feel financially strapped, and you have to be with us. That's cool.
Yeah.
Right? But also, it's hilarious that was the move that WWE tried at that point in time. It's just like...
Yeah, well, it was Vince then, right?
Yeah. Vince and his crones.
I mean, that's a Vince move right there.
It is, very much.
These days, who cares? Let's put ads on fucking every flat surface in this building.
Well.
Everywhere. The mat is sacred? Nope. It's got a Prime logo
Yeah,
in it.
that's the one that stings. I don't mind logos on the side of the apron, but the actual ring.
Hogan's a huge racist. Let's put his beer all over the ring.
I'm like, okay, all right.
You know, Stone Cold has a beer too.
Yeah, I know.
Much rather see that in the ring.
I know. It's like, wait, what? But like, Austin knows what he's worth. Hogan will shield anybody.
Oh,
he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. Whereas Austin is like, you're gonna fucking pay me.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking, I'm not happy to be here. I have fuck you money. I don't need this shit, right? So what else do we got? Well, okay, Jade and Naomi. That's gonna be a shit match. It's gonna be an absolute shit match.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be. It's a throwaway match, though. Jade and Bianca was the moneymaker for that. That was the match. Naomi's great and all, but
no. She's getting there. She's getting back to where
she's getting there.
I mean,
I'm digging her as a heel though.
I actually think
I love that she came out wearing caution tape and having her hair exactly like Jade's the night she threw her in the car.
I'm like honestly, I straight up.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm glad she turned heel.
Yeah,
I think it works great. I think she needs to beat Jade.
She does need to beat Jade.
And it doesn't matter how. Like, cheat the fucking... She doesn't have to win the match. She just has to beat the shit out of her. That's it. Yeah. And then take Jade off for a little bit longer so that she could be a bit more seasoned as a singles wrestler. Right? Because...
Unless it ends up being...
Unless she just doesn't re-sign.
Naomi and Bianca versus Jade and Rhea Backlash.
Which is probably what's going to happen.
I can see that
I
happening.
really don't want Bianca to turn heel just yet. I don't think it's necessary.
One of them needs to turn heel, and I think their plan was to turn Rhea heel, but the fans aren't biting.
Well, no, they're not. It was like
Becky, she's doing heel moves.
It was like Becky Lynch when they were like, "Now you're gonna go out there, you're gonna fucking shit on the fans, and you're gonna be a shitty heel, and that's." What's going to happen? They're going to boo you and they're going to cheer Charlotte. And she's like, okay, fine, I'll do the thing that you want me to do, but it's not going to work. And they cheered her. They were like, yeah, we do suck.
Yeah.
You're right. We're terrible.
We're horrible.
She came out and she said, you guys are the worst. I fucking hate every single one. And they're like, yeah, all right, Becky, you're the man. And I can just imagine Vince sitting there being like, well, it's the city. The city's weird. The people here are weird. We'll go to the next city. We'll do the same promo. Because he tried twice. And by the second week after that, he was like, she's a fucking babyface.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Charlotte, I guess, is a heel.
Yep.
And speaking of Charlotte, that Tiffany-Charlotte match.
Another Rumble winner where I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, but, okay, well, first of all, it's hashtag Charlotte, so, right? But the part that gets me is that promo battle, because I mentioned it to you today, where the higher-ups were like, well, Charlotte came off like a pretty big star, and it's like, yeah, she should have.
Yeah. She's got, like, a decade more experience.
Like, we're not holding anything against Tiffany, it's just that, she kind of seemed a little out of her depth, and it's like, well...
You think?
You put her in with somebody who's been known to sandbag people when she's not happy about things that are going on. She did that to Becky Lynch. It's not something like she did to just lower people on the card. She did it to people that she were like considered on her level, I guess. Unless you're a Charlotte fan and no one's on her level. But and I mean, like, I respect her as a performer. I can't deny that she is great and she is money. And it's one of those where it's like, okay, but like, if not Charlotte, who else? Were you going to give the win, right? Because Bayley has been cooled off immensely. Like, almost immediately after she got the belt. It was just like, poured water all over her.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even look like Bayley's going to be at WrestleMania this year.
Oh, a multi-woman match of some sort. Because, like, I mean, you need 20 people to challenge for the U.S. title.
Right, you're right. That's what I was saying. The IC match, the U.S. matches, they're all going to be like 5 or 6 way, 4-way matches.
Yeah, well, I mean,
just so we could get more people in there.
It's looking like it's going to be Braun, Finn, Dom, and Penta.
For sure.
For sure. Possibly Ludwig as well.
Yep.
Right? So that's 4 to 5 people locked up in the IC.
U.S. is LA Knight and Who's on SmackDown that can go for the U.S. title?
Oh, he's been kind of off and on feuding with Fatu, so Fatu is a possibility.
Santos.
Santos is a possibility. No, it seems like
Shinsuke still, I guess. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they'll do Shinsuke.
I've been laughing doing this Europe tour, and Shinsuke's on every SmackDown. I'm like, he wasn't on for 2 months when he had a title, and now all of a sudden he's fucking wrestling every week.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck is going on?
Like, I get it. You're not going to re-sign him. But
yeah.
What a weird move.
Really weird move.
Right?
Let's take title off you, and then we'll start having you every week.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Like, I mean, I get it. There's a lot of moving parts. I get it. But do you know that I forgot that Raw had their own tag titles?
Yeah.
Because the story on the SmackDown side has been so good.
Yeah.
That I was like
4 or 5 teams there right now.
Yeah. And they're actually like almost all in rotation at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all kind of in that level where any one of them could challenge, and not one person goes, well, I don't know if they should challenge, because like even Pretty Deadly is been pretty solidly put in the mix. They got a nice little thing there.
They do.
Then you go to fucking Raw and you're like, okay. Oh, that's right, there's tag belts. I forgot.
War Raiders. 8-Town Down.
Yeah, 8-Town Down. They count.
Judgment Day is kind of out with JD gone.
But still, Judgment Day could be... Because it could be Dom and Finn.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
I don't know.
But yeah, so... Yeah, I see... Honestly, I'm done with Braun. Braun's another one. Braun has had one of the worst...
Braun?
Braun Breaker, sorry.
Okay.
Has had one... Yeah.
Bronson? Where are we going here?
Yeah. Braun Breaker has had one of the worst IC runs...
Yeah.
I've ever seen since he won it back.
First one was awful. Second one's just as bad.
It's worse.
Just fucking walking around with the championship, never defending it.
And then when he
sitting in the crowd when they're like IC champion, Braun Breaker, he's sitting in the crowd like, why are you in the crowd and not wrestling?
Like, is he quietly injured? Or
it's very
what?
weird.
So I'm like, and you know what? I've been saying the last little while. I'm like, I don't care. Take it off him.
Oh yeah, but
I wanted Penta to take it off him on Raw. I was like, fucking, it should have been gone.
Yeah,
take it off him. I don't even care. Like, fuck.
If it's a 4-way for the IC title at Mania, Finn's winning.
Finn's winning, but Braun's not getting pinned.
He's coming out as the Demon.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't think Demon's coming out yet.
No?
Nope. The Demon will be when when Breaker challenges like rematch style.
Mm-hmm.
Then he brings the Demon out.
I think Braun's out of the mix though after he loses.
He should be,
because then it'll be Penta. Dom and Finn aren't going to be seen eye to eye, so.
Yeah, but Ray Phoenix is right around the corner.
Ray Phoenix is coming.
He's literally like right around.
I still say Rusev is coming to join Judgment Day.
I don't think he should join Judgment Day at all. Honestly, it sounds so stupid, but I would sign his wife CJ and just retread Lana Rusev.
Yeah.
I would just, you know what, or tweak the Redeemer gimmick and make that work for WWE, because I mean that was another really good gimmick.
Yeah,
I thought that was, especially because he went bald with the beard, like he looked
cool.
He looked like a fucking Rusev killer, except.
When's Karrion Kross going to do something? The mind games are fun and all, but is he ever going to wrestle again?
You know what? I think nothing right now. In fact, right now, my theory, and I just thought of this right now, is Black ends up with Black after Mania.
That would work.
It'll work.
That would very much work.
Because now you can have a guy who's not going to fall for his bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Ooh.
so far, every single person, and I'm holding out hope that ultimately it's Karrion Kross at AJ at WrestleMania. Quick, like,
no,
5-6
more
minute
like
match.
Logan and AJ.
Oh, yeah,
it's Logan AJ.
That's right, it is Logan AJ. That's right. Which, good for AJ. Like,
yeah, good for AJ.
It's a fucking profile match for WrestleMania, one of his last, so good for him. Obviously, the match has potential to be really, really fucking good.
If Logan can reel in his ego a little, he can realize that he is in the ring with a legend and learn what you can. Yep.
Or at the very least, just do what the legend tells you to do.
Yes.
Okay? Like, if you missed something, like one of your moves, you did it out of sequence, lock up with AJ and go, yeah, I fucked that spot up. And he'll go, follow my lead.
Yep. Exactly.
So, but as far as that, I don't care about that match. I don't care about any
There's a lot
Logan
of throwaway
Paul
matches.
I haven't cared about a Logan Paul match in quite some time. Because, like...
I mean, you're always guaranteed a good spot.
Yeah.
But I never care about the match as a whole.
Yeah, exactly. He's surprised me so much. Like, he's immensely talented. Like, I shouldn't say talented. He's immensely athletic.
Yes.
Okay? You know, and for him to do the things that he can do in such a short amount of time is a testament to him. But that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Like, his promo work is shit. Like, it's absolute shit. He's lucky that they already fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, he just seems like one of those really bad comedians roasting the crowd.
Yeah, but even then,
like,
it's not even... Yeah, you
actually... It's not funny.
Right. You're right.
You know, just doing crowd work. Oh, you're fat.
It's not even... It's you... He thinks he's funny.
What's going on with your hair?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, I completely forgot about that. But that's right. But I think it's Cross and Black after this.
There's very little women matches set up so far.
Well, I was just going to say, like...
I mean, obviously, Lyra and Chelsea are going to do something.
Yeah, but, like, I think it's probably going to be Chelsea and Mitchin at WrestleMania.
Oh, man. Please, no.
And again, it's no offense to Mitchin. It's just that she's had, like, her entire main event main event run has just been, like... Main roster, that's the word I'm looking for. It's been brutal. Because she's been, like... fucked around by Vince so badly that, like, Triple H is slowly rehabbing her, but it's like, okay, you've got a stable in the making here. It's almost finalized, I feel like. You get one more person in there, and that'll be great. Get Mitchin out of there for now.
I say we end up in a 4, 5, 6-way match for that title.
Yeah.
And one of the women that's in the ring with Chelsea ends up joining Chelsea.
Yep. In fact, it'll be one of those deals where it'll end up with, it'll be Chelsea and whoever's last. And that last person will just lay down. It'll be like a finger poke of doom thing. Yeah.
I know they're calling him the Secret Hervis.
I know.
I've been calling him the Green Party.
The Green Party's good too. I like that a lot. Yeah. When I first saw Secret Hervis, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of
it's kind of good.
It's good. Like, I was like, I did not see that coming, so well done, guys.
Very well done.
But yeah, no, but like that's another one where, okay, like it's going to be a multi-person match.
Yeah.
Lyra doesn't even have a potential opponent, let alone multiple opponents, because she's just now started to defend that fucking title because she was doing the same thing that Braun was doing.
She held it for what, 2-3 months before she defended.
Yeah, just hanging out on Raw.
And then her first defense was like 2 months later against Dakota again,
which is fine. Whatever.
It's fine, but.
As much as, and I like Ivy Nile, I think she's got a lot of promise. That match was pretty rough.
Yep.
Mostly because it's Ivy Nile.
Mm-hmm. I think.
But that's another multi-woman match.
Zoe or Shayna should come back and just destroy Lyra.
Yeah, but I feel like it should be Shayna, and she should like kind of do a sort of the same idea as her NXT run.
Yeah.
Just have a little stable around her, but
have
just
that title.
be the top dog, and then build. And even like you could even have it where Lyra loses at a WrestleMania to Shayna.
Yep.
Shayna can hold it pretty much until next WrestleMania, and then have Lyra beat her.
Exactly.
And that's the story.
You could give Shayna a Gunther-like run with the IC title.
Oh, fuck. And then you never have to give her the title again.
No.
Right?
That could be her final run.
Yeah, because she's, but I do feel she's got maybe 2 more runs in her.
I do too. Yeah.
Because her style is not, it looks brutal, but it's not like she's doing crazy spots all the time or something, doing backflips or whatever. She's just basically kicking the fuck out of him with some wrestling moves, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it'll be another multi-woman match. Honestly, Green will retain. I don't know if Lyra will.
Green will retain.
Lyra will lose.
I also think Lyra will lose.
And I actually think she'll eat the pin because it might be one of the... They might switch it up and go... the U.S. might be like... whoever like pins whomever wins. Like the first person that pins wins. Whereas they might do Eliminator.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That would be cool.
To kind of split it up,
That would be cool,
So it's not the same thing. That would be cool.
Gauntlet style.
Probably won't do it. And then just have like Lyra lose to the last person.
Yep.
And it's Shayna, right? And
Yeah.
like have the person who before her be Zoe. So Zoe doesn't even care. She just beats the shit out of her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a DQ finish. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know what? I've got some time to kill before Shayna comes down to the ring, so I might as well beat you up with a chair.
Mm-hmm,
What are you gonna do about it? Right? So that I would like. That it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I don't know what the fuck. Even the matches that are set, it's like I still don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, like I was just saying, Charlotte and Tiff.
Yeah.
I honestly think Charlotte's winning. And even if she doesn't, I don't think it's going to be the match that makes Tiffy this main event star. Because, I mean, fuck, you almost have to have a gun to Charlotte's head and be like, look, we're not going to re-sign your contract if you don't put Rhea over this time. Like, make her look good. Because...
Charlotte was, I mean, they should have... Becky would have been better for putting Tiff over. Not Charlotte.
Oh, yeah. But also, if Becky came back and won the Rumble, nobody would have booed.
No one would have booed. No.
You could argue the exact same thing. You could say, well, Becky shows up after a fucking year plus and wins the Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bullshit. And you'd be right. You'd be totally right. But it's the man, and nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, but yeah, no. But the match would have been better, too, because Becky puts people over.
Yeah.
She put Lyra over, and she didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
She put Tiff over.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't know. So, again, like, there's a lot of, like, general unease. There's a part of me that thinks that John Cena doesn't beat Cody for the title. I want him to win. He should.
That's tough, eh? I feel like...
Cody's got to lose it.
Cody has to lose it.
Yeah.
He has to. Even if it's just for a month, he has to lose it.
But I like the idea of Cody losing it, taking time off, recharging, because he's been the face for over almost 2 years straight now.
Yeah.
Right? And in that time, it's like we talked about. John Cena loses it to Orton.
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And then Orton loses it to whomever.
Orton KO is going to probably be pretty close to match of the event.
That one. And you know the best part about that one is, like, it could go either way.
It could go either way.
And I'm going to be fucking happy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be fucking pumped. I don't even care who wins. It's going to be great. Like, that's bordering match of the night for me. John Cena and Cody, I think, is also going to be a really, really good match.
That's going to be a really good match. It's
going to be a really good match. It's not going to be as much smoke and mirrors, like with The Rock and shit, but it's going to be really good. Triple threat. Reigns, Rollins, Reigns, and Punk. I actually think that Punk's winning.
You think Punk's winning?
I think Punk's winning, and I think the Rollins-Reigns feud continues beyond this. That splinters off into a blood feud, and then Punk immediately is going after who's champion. And I have a feeling he's going after John Cena.
Punk's been so hot on the mic lately, I can't. Oh, man.
He's also been pretty solid in the fucking ring,
when
too.
He fucking came out and he went Big Chief Grimace, I was like, oh, man, I was laughing so hard. I rewound it to watch it again.
I have turned a pretty big page with Punk as of late. I'm no longer holding on to all that past shit as much.
You watch all this backstage stuff, and everyone's loving him just being there.
It's still there because it's Punk, right? So this is the same guy. Like, one day he can wake up not happy, and
that's true. It's true.
He really likes to burn fucking bridges.
Yep.
He really likes to go scorched earth, right? But I mean, I've also always been a fan, so it's tough.
Right.
I'm a fan of him too. I'm happy that I'm looking at his work now, and I'm going, okay, all right, because he looks like he's having the time of his life.
He really does. Even when you watch like the dark matches and shit on the YouTube clips and everything, like he looks like he's having such a great time.
Oh yeah. There. Well, the Cody entrance I thought was great,
and he was actually tearing up watching Cody come out.
Yeah, no, he's just like, it's great. I do think he wins. I think he wins. He pins one of them because they're so distracted by the other.
Yeah, I could see it.
And
especially after he said neither one of you have ever beat me on your own without each other's help.
Yeah.
And I was like,
exactly.
That's true.
Exactly. So, but who eats the pin? Rollins.
Yeah.
Rollins
I feel bad,
eats the
man.
pin.
Rollins eats the fucking pin all the time.
Yeah, but you know what?
You see the rumor, or not the rumor, but the fan theory online where like Heyman is going to end up teaming up with Rollins.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, no, that's not going to work.
Rollins doesn't need Heyman.
I do think that we're on the cusp of him reverting to a more serious character, though.
Yes.
I think that's what happens after this Mania, because I think he's gonna get sick and tired of losing, and he's gonna realize that all this other stuff helped him, and it's now a hindrance.
Yeah.
So he's got to get back to like that architect mindset. You know what I mean? So I think that's ultimately what happens with the Reigns and Rollins feud. And like I said, I think
it's gonna be a good match, though.
It is gonna be a good match. I do think my first thought, though, I know that the John Cena and CM Punk apparently have a program for later in the year.
Yep.
I think Punk goes after Gunther or Jay, whoever wins that title. If it's Gunther, he goes after Gunther. If it's Jay, he goes after John Cena. And he feuds with John Cena for the next couple months.
I can see that.
And possibly gets a run out of it, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Cena drops it to either Orton or Cody right back. Or maybe Roman Reigns.
Maybe.
That's
a hard one. Yeah. Either way. I think that's all the matches there. Oh, Drew and Damian.
You know what? That's going to be a good match.
That'll be a good match.
It's a good match. I don't like when they fucking do backstage reports and they say things like, it's a nothing match. And it's just like...
Fuck that.
Like, even if they're doing it to...
Both these guys were world champion at WrestleMania last year.
But hold on, I think, like, even if it's to get this reaction from you, you're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's still just like, but, like, that's a weird way to promote a match.
It is. You
know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't... Like, it's easy. Drew looked back, and he sat there and said, fucking, I lost to this fucking asshole.
Yep.
3 times or 4 times or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to beat the fuck out of this guy so that I can now go after the title.
Yeah.
And Priest is like, well, I beat you every single time because I'm better than you, but that's fine. I'll kick the shit out of you so that after I'm done with you, I can go back and fucking hunt down my title. That's fine. That's way better than it's a dumb nothing match and now these guys are going to try to make it, like, sell it. Like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But ultimately, that's one of those matches where I don't necessarily care who wins because I like them both.
Same here.
You know?
It'll be a good match.
Yeah. I actually kind of think that Priest should win the match because I feel like Priest needs the win more.
Yeah.
Especially the last couple weeks because the reality is that, and it's just like Kevin Owens. Drew is so good that he doesn't have to be even in a feud, and you're talking about what he's doing.
Yep.
Right? Like, and Kevin Owens is another one. Like, he's just been quietly, but also loudly on a great run with this character. I'm loving it. I also just love that he comes out wearing the other guy's shirt.
Isn't that great?
It's fucking
genius.
Man. It's so good.
That guy's just...
And when he's not wearing the other guy's shirt, he's wearing Bret Hart shirts. I'm like, fucking right. Like, keep it coming.
Or a play on someone else's shirt.
Yeah.
Like when he was wearing all those plays on Dusty shirts.
When he was fighting with Cody, I was like, man, this is fucking
the
t-shirt
son of a
great.
Canadian electrician or something like that.
That's exactly it. I was like, that is the funniest. Like, I hope that's the first time that that's ever been done because that's fucking priceless. Like, yeah, okay, big deal. But yeah, so overall, obviously I'm gonna watch both nights.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. But like,
there's gonna be a lot where I'm like, I won't feel bad if I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I won't say, pause it, please.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'll keep it running.
There'll be I have to agree. There'll be a lot of just I'm okay.
I'm good.
I'm okay.
Yeah. We'll see
but yeah, and again, like I I maintain it. This would have been a hard one to like. That's a hard one. WrestleMania 40 is a hard one to follow.
Yeah.
But like, it just seems like you're also trying to shoot yourself in the foot to make it even harder. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on backstage, but like a lot of it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, a lot of it just like it's that throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Which is a weird thing to say because up until the last couple of months, like up until Netflix, it really felt like they had game plans in place.
And then they fucking wrapped everything up on Netflix.
Yeah, it almost feels like Vince is actually back with the company. They don't fucking, like, no one knows anything.
Like, here I was thinking it was going to be, Solo's going against Roman at WrestleMania. And now Solo probably won't even be at WrestleMania.
Well, hold on. There's a multi-man U.S. title match that he's got to be a part of.
You think him and Jacob are going to be in the same match?
Yeah, because they've been teasing a feud with those two.
Okay.
Unless it ends up ultimately being Jacob and Solo at WrestleMania, which is also a very good possibility.
I also like how Tom is just non-existent now.
Sorry?
Tom and Tom is just non-existent now.
Yeah, no.
He's just that guy that follows us around.
Yeah, like...
That guy is so fucking talented. Can you do something with him? Like, put him in the U.S. match. Never mind.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, it's just, but that's, again, like, that's the thing.
And yeah, is so over with the crowd.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. I'm ahead.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
see? There you go. Tama Tonga and LA Knight going back and forth with yes.
You know, the only other thing that I'll say, and this is just wrestling adjacent, is... I'm right back to being a fan of Mercedes Moné.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm right back. Like, the last couple of months with her matches and belt collector gimmick, like, she's not had a bad match at all. She's elevated several women through the course of this run. I honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait to see who beats her. Because she's going to start losing those belts.
Well, yeah,
and whoever she loses those belts to is going to get a bump because of that. And then... It'll be
Bailey when her contract's up.
Bailey ain't going nowhere. Bailey ain't going nowhere. No. But no, I think what'll happen is it'll end up being Monet and Storm for the title. I think that's ultimately what'll happen. But that'll be before Monet loses the TBS title.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the opposite direction to go.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's quite a bit though. You still got like Statlander. You got Bane, especially Megan Bane, like right now. It's looking pretty good.
Yep.
And, I mean, fuck, she might beat Storm for the title.
Is Britt gone now? Was she released?
I don't know. I saw that little blurb about how there's no AEW on her Twitter handle, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh, man, I would love to see her show up in WWE.
Yeah, but...
Holy fuck, would I love it.
It's nice that they fired Gail Kim, though.
Oh, TNA? Yeah, wow. What?
It's also nice when, like, the women of the roster are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
But
Tessa Blanchard.
She's there.
She needs to have a job, you know?
You know what would look real good? If we
really
hire
good?
the racists and fire the Asian girl.
Yeah, exactly.
That's going to look really good.
But also, but we'll do this. We'll go, hey, she's not racist anymore. Okay?
Yeah.
You know she lived in Mexico for quite a number of years, right? You can't be racist.
You know what's there? Mexicans?
Yeah, you can't be racist. She was married to one of them too, right?
Wow.
So you know, you can't be racist.
Divorced after she found out.
Yeah. Wait.
What, you're Mexican?
I thought you were American.
Oh, man. We're done.
I thought you were Italian. Nope.
Done. That was a nice neck crack.
But yeah.
That's good.
Although, to be fair, I mean, like, I do feel like people do need second chances. Like, if they put in the work and they can show
I don't disagree.
that they're good.
I don't disagree.
But, like, I don't know, man. I shit on Charlotte a lot, but I have not heard of one, like, really bad thing. Like, aside from, the belt thing, when she fucking dropped the belt on Becky Lynch.
Oh, that was dirty.
That was dirty.
That was very dirty.
And I have a feeling there's been a few times where she's like, I'm not going over. I'm winning this match.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, she's full of herself. But she's not a racist.
Yeah.
That I know of.
That I'm aware of, yeah. So
Unless that's the reason why she divorced her husband. You're Spanish?
Although, funnily enough, he's been off TV ever since. Which, I shouldn't say funnily enough, because it's unfortunate, right? But, like...
Well, we may have Andrade and Carmelo at WrestleMania. There's hope for round 12.
Oh, right. Yeah. You sure they're not just going to be in the US 20-man match? Or the IC 20-man match?
Yeah, whatever it ends up being.
Or it's probably just going to be a battle royal at this point.
Every man not in a match WrestleMania is in this match.
Yeah, so if you're on SmackDown and you're the last guy in the ring, you win the US title. But if you're on Raw, then you win the IC belt.
It's a 15-man battle royal.
Yeah. Also, there's women in this match, too, for no reason.
Yeah.
This is the last thing I'll say.
We had nothing to do with Bayley, so...
I will say, this is the last thing I'm absolutely going to say about wrestling, and then we'll go on to the next stuff.
Well, okay.
Sorry.
Maybe. Is it AEW related?
It's actually, no, it's back to WWE.
Okay, so let's quickly touch on...
Timeless Toni Storm and how she's fucking amazing.
Oh, man,
one of
that's
the greatest
amazing.
wrestlers of all time.
I would slowly touch on that quickly on that. Dirty.
Her promos are fucking amazing.
Oh, she's incredible. She was incredible before she left WWE, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was one of the ones I was mad about.
I was furious because when she got signed, I was like, yes!
Yeah.
Oh, and they went like NXT UK, and I was like, okay, fucking rights. This is fucking great, because NXT UK was really good. And then she went NXT, and I was like, okay. And then she went to main roster, and then I was like, oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
But I'll give her the credit. She was like, yeah, no, I want out of my contract.
Yeah.
And they were like, good. Good.
Oh, horrible.
And now,
man. Horrible.
Now, they're going to have to offer her a lot more money.
Oh, yeah. She's worth it now.
And that's if she goes. Because she might not. Not everyone thinks WWE is the end-all, be-all.
It's not right now. Yeah, it's the biggest, but if you're getting paid more in a smaller company, then you're going to stay at the smaller company.
Oh, sorry, I forgot Athena. Athena and Monet.
Yeah.
Athena and Monet is coming, and that's going to be great because that means Athena's going to be back on like regular fucking TV.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. She's one that I think they should take back to WWE. But anyway, what were you going to say?
Moxley and his bed of nails.
Oh, I didn't even want to talk about that. I don't want to put any more press on that at all. Because the guy...
Can you tell me why
Hold on.
two veterans would fucking even think about doing that?
Well...
You're already the champ. What's going to happen?
Here's my thing.
That could have pierced his spine and fucking ended his career.
He had fucking that whole mohawk thing going, right?
Oh, yeah.
But he tops that.
Penta did that to him,
How do you top that? Oh, you have... the dirtiest looking fucking weird...
rusty looking weird bent...
nails.
They almost look like staples. Like thick staples.
I watched Stevie Richards' breakdown of that.
Oh, me too.
And he was just like, they look like they've got barbs. They have different like entry points. Like, he's not going to bump with that, is he? And of course he does. And you're just like...
He's like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do it.
Fuck? Like...
I was just talking about how good a shape he's in, and here he is doing this shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Moxley's in fucking great shape.
He looks great.
He absolutely, but also this Death Riders thing. I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's happening.
But all I'm gonna say is that I lost a lot of respect for both him and Edge in that match.
Oh yeah.
The fact that you would do something like that.
Oh. I get it. You're into hardcore matches. Like I understand he likes that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. But like even Edge or Cope. Sorry, but even
I'm
Cope
never calling him Cope.
I like it. I think he should be called Cope because it should be a reminder of the choice that he made. Okay. It's Tony Khan. Tony Khan didn't call him up and say, "Hey, Adam Copeland. We were thinking instead of calling you Adam Copeland." We call you Cope. And he goes, yeah, no, I don't like that. And Tony goes, no. That's what we're calling you now because I signed your fucking checks, you loser. No. Adam Copeland called up Tony Khan and said, you know what? We should call myself. I'm going to call Cope from now on. I'm going to call Cope. And it's like, okay, cool. But like Edge is nonsensical.
Yeah.
It's nonsensical. When you really think about it, it's nonsensical. It's just a fucking word.
Mm-hmm.
It means you're at the edge of the precipice of something or whatever, but, like, at least it sounds fucking cool, though.
Yeah.
Like, if I never once was like, that Edge is a dork. But this Cope guy, what a fucking dork. But he should have been, out of between the two of them, he should have been like, yeah, no, I'm not going to hit you with that thing.
Yeah.
Like, why not? Because it's fucking real. I'll hit you with like a totally gimmicked, fake as fuck thing that looks exactly like this. But I'm not gonna puncture you
for a guy
to the point where like Wheeler Yuta has to rip chunks of your skin to get it out.
His flesh was ripping off.
Like
it was like horror movie.
He's
gore.
like this, and then he's like, you know what? I'm good. You know what? We'll just go to the back. Let's go to the back now. I realize I'm not a doctor. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm a fucking wrestler.
It was gross. It was so gross.
It was fucking heinous.
For a guy that like had his career over for almost a decade to be like, yeah, let's do it. Although I thought that was bullshit.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I remember when you were shitting on Edge for switching over to AEW, and I was like, yeah, but dude, you know, whatever. Like, because honestly, like he wants to work,
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah. Whatever, and they're willing to pay him what he wants. Okay, fine, that's great. But it's like, I don't know, man. What was the point of this? Was the point really just to like beat everybody and win matches and then win the title?
Yeah.
For what? Like,
for what?
It's fucking fake. And also, like the Death Raiders stuff, it felt like it was going to be the final thing that was going to put the belt on Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, Orange Cassidy. One of those two guys. Now it's like, well, if Edge is feuding, he has to win, right? Mm-hmm. Or Mox wins. But I thought the story was like Mox is trying to take back AEW from the WWE guys, even though he's a WWE guy.
No, him himself.
And most of the Death Raiders are WWE guys. And we're shitting on WWE, but now, like, some of these stories, you're like, what the fuck?
It's the point where, like, I thought he was awesome when he was Dean Ambrose, and I liked him when he came over at first into AEW. I can't even watch his shit anymore because I know it's going to end with some disgusting crap that I do not need to see.
I have to say, I will say this. I was a huge fan of Dean Ambrose until he came back with that Bane gimmick.
Oh, yeah, the Bane gimmick.
Okay? Visually.
Yeah.
Aside from the gas mask, visually, that was perfect. Like, he came back, he was a fucking truck. Like,
big fur collar.
But also, he wasn't, like, shredded, right? Like, he looked like he was in the gym, but he wasn't, like, not drinking water regularly. He looked like a normal dude that started lifting weights.
He looked like a bodybuilder at a bar.
Right? But, yeah, he looked like...
Like, I could fuck me
fucking
up.
Revolutionary. Like, Bane, like, showing up, like, whoa, right? And then to carry that over to AEW, because that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat. I was like, fuck, yes. And I mean, look, he's what, the only 4-time champ?
He might be 4 now.
He might be 4 now.
Definitely the top.
Right.
I think, 2 is...
Jericho, I think... No, Jericho was...
There was only 1 or 2, right?
He was 2.
Was he 2?
I think he's 2. Omega was just 1. He was just 1. That was part of his belt collector gimmick. Anyway, regardless.
Yeah, anyway. Samoa Joe was 1. Yeah, I mean...
There are times where the wrestler should be put in their place, and the word no should be said.
Yeah.
Right? And if this is a situation where, like, they're not even clearing this stuff with Tony Khan, well, now they should start. Like, Tony... I don't know what it, like, I don't work there, so I don't know the situation, but it feels like Tony, if he can't be the guy that says no, he needs to hire a guy, right? Like at the end of the day, there was things that Vince was like, you can't fucking do that, right? Like, yes, Vince is a tough one because he's also the same guy that's like, oh, you don't want to fall off scaffolding? I fell off scaffolding last week for nothing. For absolutely nothing, but I did it.
Just do a bra and panties match in Jello.
Yeah, exactly. And then meet me in my office for something later. But like at least at the end of the day, there'd be no. Like someone would say,
someone would say no.
You can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
right? Like Daniel Bryan almost got a fight with Triple H because they stopped the match, and he was like, "No, like don't fucking do that." Turns out he ended up having neck injuries, right? So it's like, and again, this is Triple H who like fucking like tore off his fucking quad and still continued the match, and like was putting the walls of Jericho on a fucking table, and he's like, okay, no, you can't do this. So Tony's got to say that more often. And what is John Moxley gonna do? Take his ball and go home? Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sure.
Do it. Then what? Mm-hmm. You're gonna go back to WWE? Sure, of course you will. Of course you will. But it's not gonna be anything that you had at AEW, right? And also, as over as Moxley is and a bigger name that he is now, he's not going to get the Cody welcoming.
No. Not at all.
Especially now. Like, because I probably wouldn't hire him back. Because I'd be like, we're not doing the stuff you want to do, buddy.
Yeah. There's
some backyards. You should probably I don't know, man. There's some tube lights you want to break over your face. We're not in that business now.
You clearly don't want your wife to be attracted to you anymore.
Maybe you want to wrestle for NWA. That might still be a thing with fucking Billy Corgan. But yeah, so that's
that. Yeah, okay. Like, I just wanted to straight up say how disgusting I thought it was.
No, I agree. I'm so disgusted.
That's not wrestling.
I didn't want to bring it up because it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like
ECW never even got that extreme.
No.
You never saw flesh being pulled off someone's back.
No, but like, and to be fair, like, look, I get it. If you're into backyard wrestling, that's fine. Like, I watched a handful of matches.
Yeah, me too.
To know I don't like that shit at all. And even like old Punk matches, I remember I saw a few of the backyard stuff. I was like, I'm good. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll watch you get in the ring and do that shit. That's fine. But like the ICP wrestling matches, no, it was never my thing. But and I'm like, I agree there is a place for it, but it's not on fucking AEW and it's not on WWE. It's lower tier.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't.
And if shit's gonna happen like that, make it at least a pay-per-view, not a random Dynamite.
Like, I mean, they're celebrating the fact that they've been on TV for longer than WCW, which is an achievement.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, okay, but go back and watch some of those fucking things. Watch how many times they threw away shit for free on TV. Okay, and we're not talking like this is Netflix, where they're going to have these big huge events, right? So. Mm-hmm. You have to have spectacle all the time. We're talking like this is AEW, who's barely streaming anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like I can watch them on Prime if I sign up for the TSN. Like I gotta pay for the TSN add-on.
And then I have. Yeah, and then you still have to pay for the pay-per-view.
And then I still have to pay for the pay-per-view. So I have to pay for the privilege to be able to pay for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
On a subscription service that I'm already paying for. It's
right.
Like, yeah. Fuck that. But sure, throw it out on free TV. And also structure a feud between two fucking established veterans. Yeah. With no hint that any... MJF was once the hottest wrestler on the planet.
Yeah, where is he? Oh, right. Yeah.
He's on.
He's
He's feuding with Hangman Page, who I love. I think Hangman Page is probably like the quintessential AEW wrestler. But Swerve.
His stock levels are dropping.
Swerve has got to beat Moxley for the title and then lose that title to Hangman Page. That's what I think should happen. And then Moxley...
Yeah, that'd be full circle.
...should be taken off TV for a while. In fact, all of the Death Raiders...
Yeah.
...should be taken off.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it.
And that's it.
Like, bring back Moxley. Maybe bring him back with Marina Shafir if you really like that pairing. Because I do. But, I don't know. Maybe put her in the ring and have her win belts?
Mm-hmm.
Have any of them win belts? Aside from Moxley? Like, they should all be wearing belts.
They should, yeah. Visually, it will look cool.
Whatever. Anyway, wrestling's done.
Are we done?
I'm done.
I thought you had one more WWE and then I brought the Moxley thing.
Did I? No. You know what? I forgot. It doesn't matter.
It's gone?
It's gone now.
All right, everybody. You have a wonderful night.
You have a wonderful night. We're done with the wrestling.
Like Chris says, we're where we're at and we're not where we're not.
We are where we are, and we're not where we're not.
Oh, you do too well.
Yeah. Well, I've had more practice.
You have.
I've had more practice, but I'll also give this one. You know where we are. You know where we're not. You know we love you. We know we appreciate the support. We are Geek Pants.
Woo!
See you next time.